Hi, welcome in Yali Madad. Today I'm going to be talking about the GLP-1 kit that you have ordered. So this plan is called the 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. And what this is exactly. So you've actually received 2 containers of the OPTAVIA whey protein, 2 healthy snacks that you're going to get from the grocery store. Okay, 1 OPTAVIA fueling and 1 lean and green meal. Okay, so the fuelings are everything that are in the boxes. Okay, the whey protein are in the jar. Okay, and they are good for the entire month. Okay, and then you're gonna get some snacks from the grocery store because depending on your appetite, some people need it, some people don't need it. So that's why that's not provided. You can have up to 2 healthy snacks per day. Okay, and 1 lean and green meal. And I'm going to give you in more detail what this entails. Okay, you also need a food scale, which is not included. You will need to get it from Amazon or Walmart for $10. Okay. Now let's get started. So there are a lot of meal options, snack options that I told you about, the 2 snacks that you have to get from the grocery store. So I'm going to just give you a couple of ideas on that. Um, and this is completely optional. This is something if you're still hungry and you want to eat a snack, this is for you, okay? But I would say instead of like munching anything wrong, anything that's not on the plan, use one of these every single day at least, okay? And then 2 if you really need to. So 1 portion of natural cheese such as cheddar or Monterey Jack with 5 cherry tomatoes. You can have some half a cup of edamames, some low-fat cottage cheese with tomato, 1 2 good Greek yogurt. So this one I highly recommend because it's really good, high protein, low sugar. It's the max is like 2 grams of sugar. So if you can get some of these and have them in your pantry, in your fridge, this would really help you. Okay. Also, the other one is string cheese, right? Mozzarella cheese. If you like that, you can have that with some almonds. Usually, all of us have some nuts, at home, so you can use that. Half cup veggie of choice with 1 teaspoon of low fat ranch dressing. So again, like maybe some celery with ranch, some carrots with ranch is totally fine. Okay. And then a to-go cup of hummus or guacamole with half a cup of veggies of choice. So again, you know how you get those little cups, which almost has just 2 tablespoons of guacamole or hummus. You can use those with some vegetables. Okay. Now, lean and green meal, I'll go over that in more detail in just a second. And then the step 3 is complete these items and send to your coach. Make sure you take pictures front, side, and back. Wear something comfortable, but not too loose. Okay. Now, these pictures are just for you and me, so we can assess what you're doing in the next month, right? Like how much you've come far. Take your measurements using the watch method, which is W for waist, A for arms, T for thighs, C for chest, and H for hips. All right, all this in inches. Make sure you send these to me. And the last thing is take your weight first thing in the morning on the day of your start date. So if you're starting on Monday, you're going to give me your starting weight morning off. Okay, you wake up, you go to the bathroom, and then you check your weight. Okay, so checklist. You are going to eat within 1 hour of waking up. So if you wake up at 7 in the morning, you're going to eat something by 8 o'clock. Okay, you could have a shake or you could have a fueling. All right, any of those. And after that, you're going to be eating every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, you can use apps to track. There are a lot of different apps. One of them is Eatwise. There are other apps like our OPTAVIA app. You can use those. You can even put a timer on your watch. So something to keep you on track every 3 hours max. Okay, do not go even a minute after 3 hours. All right. You're going to schedule yourself in a way that you're drinking 2 whey protein shakes, 2 OPTAVIA snacks, which is the fuelings, 1 lean and green meal, and 1 of your snack. All right. So Jessa, for example, I'll give you a little schedule. You wake up at 7 in the morning. 8 o'clock, you're having your tea or your coffee with one fueling. Okay, after that, 3 hours later, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So around 11 o'clock, you're going to have one of your protein shakes. Okay, you're going to basically take one scoop, and the scoop is in the jar. One scoop with some ice and water blended either with a blender or like the little one of those shakes that you get. You can use any of those and drink that. Okay. After that, around 3 more hours after that, around 2 o'clock, you can either take your meal then, or you can have one more of the fuelings. Okay, so whatever you choose depending on your day, right? You can have that. So I'm gonna say, for example, you had a fueling. Okay, you're at work, you're busy, so you just had a fueling. All right, that's totally fine. Any fueling is fine. You can interchange these fuelings as well. They're all about the same calories, the same nutritional content. So you could have one of the soups as your fueling that day, or a bar. It's the same amount of calories. Okay. Now 3 hours after that, so around 5 o'clock, you can have one of your snacks. So you could have a Greek yogurt, one of those two good Greek yogurts, right? Like 100-calorie snack. Then around 3 hours after that, which is around 8 o'clock, you can have your lean and green meal. So that's like that one meal that you have, which has some lean protein and greens. And I'll go over it in more details. And then around like 10, 11 o'clock, before you go to bed, you can have one more of your shake. All right. Now, if you feel like this is too much for you to eat, you can always take that one extra snack that you're eating, like that yogurt. You can take it out and just use your shakes. But I will tell you, I want you to make sure you drink 2 of the whey protein shakes, like without fail, because this is going to give you a lot of protein, and make sure when you're losing your weight, you're losing your fat and not your muscles. Okay. So I really want you to focus on making sure you get your whey proteins and that fueling. Okay. That's the minimum that I need you to get. The lean and green meal, if you're not able to eat the whole thing, that's okay. If you're not able to eat your snack, that's okay. But I need you to eat as much as you can. Okay. This program is made in a way that the more you eat, the faster you lose weight. Okay. Versus how we think. We usually think the less we eat, the faster we lose weight. That's not true. Okay. All right. Water intake has to be at least 64 ounces of water. Okay. Every single day. Now I have written this down. If needed, you can also have 3 fuelings a day, but this kit is designed to make sure you get 2 fuelings a day. So sometimes if you eat more fuelings, you might end up finishing your fuelings before your month is over. All right, so we can make sure we can order some more. All right. All right, let's talk about our lean and green meal. All right. So we're going to go to page 15 in your guidebook. Page 15 has 3 options for proteins, okay? Leanest, leaner, and lean. And it tells you how many ounces you're going to eat. So you're going to use a food scale. You're going to measure these proteins after it is cooked. Okay, so for example, in the leanest, it says 7 ounces plus 2 healthy fats. Leaner says 6 ounces plus 1 healthy fat. Lean says 5 ounces and 0 healthy fat. So you will choose any of these one options, okay? So for example, if you look at leanest, this fish, you can have tilapia. You know, some people like tilapia. You can totally go for that. You can see some shrimp in the shellfish category. You can have that if you want. There's some egg whites. It's like 14 egg whites. I know that's too much, but that's an option if you wanted. There's also meatless options for my vegetarian folks, okay? I know a lot of you guys are vegetarian, so make sure you read through these options. You have options of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, no paneer. Unfortunately, paneer has too much fat. You can't eat that, but there's eggs if you're eating eggs, tempeh. Um, I think that's basically it for the meatless options. Now, if you're like, okay, I'm going to just eat tilapia today, you're going to cook your tilapia with all the masalas you want, all the spices you want. Make sure it's 7 ounces after it is cooked, and you add 2 healthy fats. And I'm going to go over the healthy fats in just a second. Now, the other option that you have is leaner. And this, if you look through this, you have the option of chicken. I know a lot of us like chicken breasts. So you can totally have that. Make sure it's 6 ounces. And there's other options like 2 whole eggs plus 4 egg whites. So that's a better option, right? Like if you wanted to eat a big omelet or you wanted to just eat some boiled eggs that day with a salad, you can totally do that. Okay, so that is going to be your protein option. And the last option that you have is lean. And if you look at the categories, I usually underline the ones that I normally use. So I would highly recommend you to underline whatever you like. So that way it's a quick reference. Okay. So this last option has beef, steak, lamb, even salmon. So you can use those. And then again, we have meatless options on the bottom as well for my vegetarian folks. Okay. So it says like you eat 12 ounces of yogurt. So that's what you're eating. You're eating all 12 ounces, not just 4 ounces, okay? You're eating all of it. All right, the next page is all the greens that you are allowed to eat. So, rule of thumb is 3 servings of vegetables every single day. 1 serving is half a cup of vegetables, okay? So if you took cucumbers, for example, it's half a cup. You use a measuring cup that you can get at Dollar Tree, the red measuring cups, Betty Crocker ones. Can use those. You can use any of the measuring cups you have, but make sure it's like a measuring cup for food, okay? Not just a tumbler because it's going to be inaccurate. So cucumbers, half a cup, tomatoes, half a cup, bell peppers. There's a lot of vegetables. You have all kinds of options, okay? Like asparagus, beans, uh, even broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, whatever you want, okay? If you're using leafy vegetables like lettuce, spring mix, um, any of those, you can use 1 cup as 1 serving. So I'll give you an example to make your 3 servings. You can use 1 cup of lettuce, half a cup of tomatoes, and half a cup of bell peppers, for example, to make your salad. Okay, so that'll be like how you create a salad. If you are just like, oh, I just want to eat green beans today, for example, and I don't want to add any other vegetables, then I'm going to just use half, half, half. So total of 1.5 cup of green beans. That's it. There are certain foods that we don't eat on the program, and it's under the notes section that you will see. All vegetables promote healthful eating, but on the optimal weight 5-in-1 plan, we eliminate the highest carbohydrate vegetables such as carrots, corns, peas, potatoes, onions, edamames, and Brussels sprouts to enhance your results. So make sure you're not eating any of these vegetables with your lean and green meals. Okay, like carrots, onions, corns, peas, beans, right? We are not eating any lentils. We're not eating any beans on this program because even though they have pretty good protein, it's full of fiber, full of carbs, and it's going to take you out of the fat burn. So please make sure you're not eating any of those, okay? Even any extra carbs, right? Like quinoa, uh, rice, roti, bread. We're not eating any of those. All right. Um, then we have on page 20 is the healthy fats list. So remember how I said with the leanest, you can have 2 healthy fats. With the leaner, you can have 1 healthy fat. This is the whole list of the healthy fats. So you can have, if you look through it, there's oils, there's nuts, there's avocado, there's cheese. So anything you want, you can have, and it tells you exactly how much to eat. So you're not confused on like, oh, am I eating this enough or not? Go through that, make sure you're taking exactly what it says. All right, you have a whole list of salad dressings as well, and they count as your healthy fat. Okay. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is the condiments, which is on page 22, condiments, okay? So you can use any of these condiments. Um, just think, just remember the wet condiments like ginger garlic paste, hot sauce, ketchup, soy sauce. If you used any kind of like cheese or like butter in your protein, right? You have to count that. Those condiments are counted. So you're going to eat only maximum of 3. Okay. So if you're not sure how much to eat, just look through it. It'll tell you like 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon or half a teaspoon, whatever it is, you're going to take that. Now, a lot of people will make chicken tandoori or chicken tikka boti or something at home. So if you're using dry herbs in it, that's totally fine. You can use them. If you're using wet stuff like ginger garlic paste or yogurt or lemon juice or something, just make sure you're taking maximum of three. Okay, so ginger garlic paste, yogurt, and lemon, for example. So those are like your condiments for the day. All right. Um, if you're drinking tea or coffee, that's totally fine. Make sure there's no sugar added. Creamer or milk is maximum of 2 tablespoons. Okay, so 2 big spoons is all you can have because that's gonna make sure you're not going off your fat burn. All right. Tea or coffee, keep it maximum of 2 cups per day, no more than that. You can have water, you can have sparkling water, you can have zero sugar drinks if you want. Just keep it max to one because that's also not really good for health and it can kick you out of fat burn. So keep it low there. Um, the other thing I want to talk to you about is make sure you measure everything, okay? Like even if you're at work or if you can meal prep beforehand, because all you have to worry about is one meal, right? So make sure you measure that appropriately, make sure you weigh it appropriately every single day. If you need to buy food from outside, you can totally do that. That time you cannot really measure it, so you're going to um, use your use your best judgment for it. Okay, so like for example, Chick-fil-A 12 count grilled nuggets is 6 ounces of chicken. You went to Chipotle, you'll just have to like eyeball it and see maybe if you need extra chicken for that. I will send you a dining out guide if you need, if eating out is like something that you have to do regularly. I'll give you a dining out guide and it'll tell you exactly what to order. All right. All right, that's all for today. I know this was a lot of information, but I think this is going to be very helpful in making sure you're prepared for your first day. I will be checking on you the first week a little more often, and after that, weekly every Monday. So make sure you schedule a call with me, text me what time works best for you, so that way we can keep each other in check. All right, all the best to you, and let me know how I can help you more. Bye.